Breaker Broke 23. So today in this video we're gonna unbox the KitchenAid mixer that we bought off QVC. Okay, so about a month ago I bought this off QVC. I've been wanting to make this purchase for a few years when QVC has those on. I guess they do it like once a year. I'm not really a follower on QVC. Actually, I'm not at all. I believe this is maybe the third thing we've ever ordered from those guys, ever. But $2.49, I think this was. Seemed to be a pretty good deal. This is the 5.5 quart version, and this is in lavender, hopefully. So we're gonna see what this looks like. I want to say that just about 2 weeks after this was delivered to me, which would have been mid-month November, I believe it was, I saw the heavy-duty version or the commercial version at Costco for about the same price. I believe it was the 6-quart bowl mixer, but it didn't have the attachments, and I quite honestly didn't really want that unit. So anyway, keep your eyes peeled to get a good deal on one of these. But this one's from QVC, so let's see what this sucker's all about. Okay, so I have very limited space here in my little apartment, so we'll see how this goes. Get out my old trusty buck here. Open this up. My plan is to save the box because when we move from our apartment to our home, I'd like, well, I'm a box nut. Anybody that knows me, I'm like a collector of boxes. It's a sickness. So we've got our little attachment guide, and I want the meat grinder attachment. That's the one that I'm looking at. But I see they're made of plastic, and I've seen these aftermarket units, not a KitchenAid product, but the aftermarket unit for a few bucks more, but they're made out of metal, and I'm not really sure about the fit. I'm thinking maybe I'll just stick with the plastic unit from KitchenAid, but if you guys know about this, please leave your comments down below. I don't really see the need for many of these other attachments. Yeah, like the cheese grater here and all that kind of stuff. I mean, by the time you get through putting it on, cleaning it up, using it and cleaning it up, it just doesn't seem like much of a time saver. But that meat grinder attachment looks pretty cool. So we'll save this, get 25% off. Let's see, register your product and opt in for emails, blah, 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 25% off. All right, well, that's cool. So we'll see. So Kim wanted purple, and they don't have like purple, but they did have like this lavender color. Is that what they were calling it, Kim?
Yeah.
With the little spill guard here. This was kind of cool. I didn't really see this attachment at Costco when I saw that Costco unit, so I kind of like the idea of the spill guard. So we'll put that to the side real quick. And what else do we have to dig out of here? Nothing much, huh? Okay, well, I don't really have much room here, so let's see what we can do. Well, there it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the camera real quick, take this out of frame, and pull it out of the box. Okay, so I just set the box on the floor and pulled this unit right out of the box. This is kind of exciting. I've wanted one of these for years. I just think these things are cool. Okay. And that's metal. It's not plastic. It looks plastic the way it's coated, doesn't it? And this is our hook. I think this is for kneading, if I remember right. Cool, a new appliance to learn about. All right. Take off this other piece here. Get this out of here. Manual for it. What's this? You must register this product for stuff. Cool. I will, maybe. Not really sure if I'm going to. a little hood ornament here. So that's kind of cool, right? And it's kind of indexed right here, so you can't put it on wrong. That's interesting. They thought of that. Wow, that's pretty neat. That's good looking. I honestly don't care what color it is. I mean, it's just a machine at that point, so. But Kim's got to have purple. So, pull that back. There's our little beater unit. Oh, that's kind of cool. So, this seems to be metal. Oh yeah, it is. It's definitely metal. And then it's got this rubber edge on it here. So, that's kind of cool. And hand wash only. Washing in dishwasher will cause the wire whip to discolor after washing. Dry it thoroughly. Don't put that in your washer. Yeah, that's kind of like I want us to say it's like a cast pot metal or something. I could see where that maybe would discolor and be an issue. And are they calling rust discoloring? Because that seems to be like a cheap tinny type of metal. I'm not really sure. These are made in America, right? Okay. So let's do this. Let's spin it around. I want to hear this puppy. I want to fire this puppy up. So, ooh, let's lock it in. Do that again. So, like I said, I've never used one of these before, so this is kind of cool. If I'm doing all this wrong, just bear with me. Well, that's pretty cool. This is kind of notched in here in such a way that you push it down and like give it a quarter turn and it locks it in. So there it is. And that locks it in. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's a cool feature. And that's a pretty stout little unit there. 5 quart. Why was I thinking 5.5? Must not have been paying attention on QVC. I was in such a hurry to order this thing. It was like really fun to order. Alright. So this is pretty heavy duty. 325 watt KitchenAid. Made in Joseph, Michigan, America. Awesome. This would have been the color to have when we lived in Sequim, Port Angeles, huh? That's the lavender capital of the United States. All right, so on this side we have the lever to allow us to tilt it back and then to lock it in. It's the Artisan series. That's kind of cool. If you have any problems, I have an 800 number on here. Here is our speed control. Caution, unplug before inserting or removing parts. That's kind of a no-brainer. And I want to hear it. I want to hear it fire up. So let's plug her in. Oh, they got their little safety thing here. So I have to read the warning. And if this causes cancer in California. Only in California. All right. I don't have the proper tool / wire cutter for that, but there it is. All right, let's see. Let's plug her in. And let's make some noise. So I kind of hear stuff inside there. I'm hoping that's the lube that's kind of circulating through there. And whatever gear, I'm sure there's a planetary type gear in there. Quiet. That's kind of cool. The stir mode. That's interesting. Wow. Smell that. It smells like new motor. Alright, well that's pretty cool. So, not really sure what these little end caps are here. Where are these little caps right here. But I'm going to assume, possibly, usually with power tools, this is something to change the brushes in. So if you wear out the brushes in the motor, you don't have to throw it away. You can put a pair of brushes in. So I'm hoping that's what that's for. And let's see. Did I lock it? Yes. Unplug it. We'll see what it looks like underneath. And it's got some sturdy feet on there. And our little KitchenAid tag here. Model number, serial number, barcode. And this is a piece of cast aluminum, but pretty darn heavy duty for a kitchen appliance, that's for sure. You could definitely use this in a commercial setting. All right, well, that's cool. Thanks for watching. Of course, our warning sticker. So in true breaker broke fashion, that's going to have to come off. Alrighty, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Leave comments down below, questions or comments down below. Smash the thumbs up if you like this one, and please don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so I was breaking this in, and I haven't even read the manual. I don't know if they tell you to or not, but being an electronic / mechanical kind of guy, I always like to break things in, because this is probably going to go back in the box. It's going to be used intermittently over the next few months. I just want to make sure that there's nothing wrong with this, doesn't make any noises or anything like that, so I can send it back, nip it in the bud, and I don't want to get stuck with a defective product. So anyway, so I put it up on 10 and was running it at maximum speed for a couple 3 minutes, and then I noticed that the motor was kind of slowing down a little bit and then speeding back up. Now, not much. I mean, you know, maybe 50 RPM or something. I'm just taking a guess. And I'm thinking, well, that could be issues with like voltage here. I'm in a kind of an older house. It's winter time. We're getting a little bit of line current issues here with electricity. It may be fluctuating a volt or two every once in a while. And I'm thinking, okay, that's probably what it is. But actually, it's not, because I went to go from 10 and I was going to run it for a minute or so in each gear, and each speed. And this little variable resistor, or however they're doing this speed controller, that is the issue. So let's check it out, and we'll see if you can hear it. Hopefully this camera will pick that up. But I'll put it up on 10, and I'll just barely touch this, right? And you can hear the speed change. Now, there are little... There is a notch. This isn't just a total variable unit with... you know, that just floats free here. There is a notch that holds it in each gear, but I'm going to go up to 10 here. And I'm just going to barely kind of touch it to listen to the motor. Now, that's really no big deal, right? But it was kind of doing that on its own without me touching it. And how I found this issue was just by barely moving it. So it's like it's a variable rheostat type thing with a mechanical notch. But that's doing that. So really, that's about the only odd thing that I've found with it. Probably most people, most housewives or whatever, wouldn't even notice that. I just do, because I'm kind of an electronic nerd. Alright guys, there's your bonus footage. Thanks for watching.